You are watching ILFL Soccer Nights.
Sponsored by Mashuri এবং Hawk and Eagle.
One. We're back. It's the ILFL Soccer Night on NTV. Good evening. Glad you can stick around and watch everything that happened over the weekend on the ILFL playing fields, Victoria Park, Burdett. Where else did we play over the weekend?
Well, Hackney Marshes.
Hackney Marshes. Listen,
Weaversfield.
Weaversfield. It's all happening in this little corner of East London, our little football world. So we're glad you can be a part of it. Before I continue speaking with Councillor Ulla, I just want to run through and tie up a few things with the league right now. We're going to show you the provisional tables. It's early days. It's 2 games, but if you're sitting on the top, it's good to see yourselves there. So here you are in the Premier Division. All you Bromley fans out there you are. 2 games, 6 points. Beaumont, Cannon and London Tigers are the other 3 unbeaten teams in that division. But like I said, it's much of a muchness. Nothing's really happened. It's 2 games and all the way down, right down to Newark. Who knows where we're going to be in 4, 5, 6 weeks' time. Taking a look at the First Division. Weavers and Bromley, you're both up top there, 6 points each, along with Burdett. You are the 3 unbeaten teams in that division, but once again, with 12 teams involved, there's a lot of football to play, a lot can happen, and we're looking forward to seeing things develop. St Catherine's, like I said, forget the 9th place, all right? I'm looking to see better things as the week progresses. Let's have a look at the fixtures to come up this weekend. In the First Division, Bow go to play Lotus. Bromley Juniors take on Tower Hamlets. Illtown, you're up against St Catherine. Stepney B and SCTA, that should be a good game. Weavers v Leytonstone and West End take on Burdett. And in the Premier Division, we've got Brick Lane v Tigers, Cannon v Newark, Poplar v Ireland, Stepney v Sire, and I've deliberately missed out the Bromley by Beaumont game because they've got a small matter of a cup final to play the following day, and in true Premier Division style, they want to rest their players. But we won't talk about that. Rash, notice I haven't spoken to you all evening, but I'm going to now. Sure. Sorry, guys, we'll come to you in a little while. So I'm going to speak very, very quickly. Again, we heard Ollie in the first segment talking about Bromley and speaking quite boldly about Bromley. I'm sure you'd like to put the Beaumont stance on things. I
just have to give some stats. This is the 5th final in, 4th final in 5 years. We only missed that last year. We actually won that cup 3 years in a row. 2009, 2010, 2011. Last year is the only year we didn't actually get to the final. So this year, I can't see anyone else but Beaumont winning it. And Bromley know it because they've lost with us on 2 occasions. Oh dear.
You see, this is what we do. We just put him here to look good, and then when he speaks, he says that, and that's all he has to say. Rash, thank you very much for that. No Councillor, let's go back to you. We've got a little bit of time to talk about, you spoke about a big national event that's coming up very soon, which you will be attending, and will give you an opportunity to speak highly about the ILFL. Tell everybody out there what that event is and what you can do there.
Thank you. 8th of October is the second annual Asian Football Award, which is in the football world, it's one of the most prestigious football awards, not just because it's for the whole of Asian community, but in the sort of the British football calendar. It's in the Wembley Stadium at the Bobby Moore sort of stand. Everyone is great, and the good of the football world will be there. And what makes it even more special this year is the 150th anniversary of the FA. And so the FA obviously is determined to see more Asians in the Football League, in the Football Premier League, football world, whether it be on the field or off the field. So this is an opportunity to showcase not just those who are professional players, but those who are less players like myself, involved with the football game in sort of the back room, in promoting leagues like the ILFL, encouraging grassroots football to be developed, from grassroots football to become the heart and soul of the community. Because we know from teams like that take part in the ILFL is more than just football, because you're collectively working together to bring unity in the community day in, day out, taking kids away from antisocial behavior. So I hope, it's first and foremost, I'm there as shortlisted because of my involvement with ILFL, with SNT and others. If and we all are successful on that night, if I get an opportunity to say something, it will be to say thank you to the team in the ILFL, thank you to the people behind the ILFL, and more importantly to you and everyone who's watching at home, supporting ILFL, because it's only through the commitment, the sponsors, the players, the referees, the kit man, and the lone supporter on a windy day that ILFL has, lasted this long, continue to grow and become one of the voices. And if the fact that I'm shortlisted, that's good enough, I think, for our teams. But if we get the chance to win, then we'll definitely be flying the flag on a national stage, a small league in the corner of the East End, boldly, showcasing our talent in the national stage.
And now, where will that now be in 2 to 3 years' time? You say, I mean, it's done well to get to where it's got. Great. It can be highlighted and showcased on the national platform. Great. Now, 2 to 3 years down the line, it's not about standing still, is it?
No, and this is the conversation that I'm having with the management of the ILFL, is about a long-term strategy, taking the ILFL from where it is. It's survived, it's surviving, it's developed, and it's developing. So we want to see more diverse teams, because this is a very diverse part of London. We want to see more teams of different age, expanding the kind of the football from just a weekend to more maybe weekdays, midweek events, and importantly, attracting a big name sponsorship. We have seen, I've been able to work with likes of Coke and Adidas and others, is now bringing some of those who are already committed to the mainstream professional football league, is to come down and say work with these. So the links that I'm establishing with the Asian Football League, the Asian Football Awards, saying to them, come down to East London, the ILFL exists. There are teams out there, there are professional players. We've seen clips of some of those guys who are scoring some amazing goals. Come and see them, but come see them early rather than leaving it too late. So that's the plan. It's about now, these guys are very modest. I am too, but I have a niche of getting the message across. So my job is to make sure the good work they're doing, we're not going to be boasting, it's actually profiling the good work that exists. So using this TV show, the NTV show, to project to people and say, tune in on a Monday night on NTV, you will see what the quality, the dedication and the commitment of the ILFL League is. And that I believe we can actually project to the wider audience of what ILFL can do and is doing.
And there it is. There is promotion, advertising for the ILFL in a nutshell. Thanks you for putting it so eloquently, Councillor. We've got a very short time left to go, cameras. So in 20 seconds, let's sum up where ILFL is in terms of grassroots now, the football. We've had 2 weeks of football, everybody's getting on with it. Exciting times for the ILFL in terms of where it's going with itself and promoting itself, but the football is what it's all about at the end of the day. And are we happy with the football that we're seeing so far?
I think, you touched on it yourself earlier on, and you said that although we have fewer teams this year, I think apart from the leagues, we have some exciting projects with the Champions Cup. We've got a couple of more being developed for the end of the year, which obviously we can't reveal at the moment. So the football, in a nutshell as a whole, will be much, much better this year than any other year in the ILFL. That's for sure.
Fantastic. You've heard it all here. We have wrestled through so much, but time is beyond us and they're waiting to drag me off the stage right now. So I have to say thanks to all of you out there for watching again. It's another week of ILFL football to come that you've just seen, and we'll speak about it again next Monday. My thanks to everybody behind the glass. My thanks to Councillor Ulla for coming in. My thanks to you for watching. We've got to go. Have yourselves a good week, and we'll see you again next Monday on the ILFL Extra Show. Good night.